Welcome to Lesson 6, Lean Principles, from Lean Thinking Module 2, and the new Sales Manifesto. Let's reflect on what each lesson means and what you understand is Lean. As we have been analyzing in previous lessons, Lean is a methodology that has been applied over many years, especially in complex times. In fact, Lean was born from a crisis. But tell us, what is Lean for you? Where does Lean methodology come from? Well, it was created in 1940 by Taiichi Ohno and his team at Toyota, exactly after the Second World War, where they had many problems to get supplies in the manufacture of cars. They began to identify that there was a way to improve production efficiently and eliminate waste. That's how in 1990, the book that became popular as The Machine That Changed the World began to bring the principles of the West, and from there, many sectors, including health, software development, innovation products, began to adapt it to be able to create not only more efficient products, but above all, products that consumers wanted. Lean thinking continues to evolve, also integrating with other methodologies such as Agile or DevOps in the technological part. But today, Lean remains an approach to process optimization and continuous improvement, expanding in areas, obviously, like sales, marketing, and everything that has to do with business. Here we can also see in a graph the evolution of Lean and what we have had closer to software development methods. And as we can see, until a decade ago, it began to be used in a very integral way with the Lean startup part. From there, we will also be working to be able to adopt all Lean principles, along with everything that has been adapted to new businesses, now in sales. Lean principles are based on 5 perspectives oriented to create value with customers. One of the Lean principles is to recognize the specific value, and the value has to be identified especially by customers, not by us. The value of delivering everything the customer asks us based on what is really important for him makes us able to start generating and improving processes that contribute to being able to give him that value. Second point, identify where the value is in the process. For that, practices called value streams are used, which are actually practices to be able to determine how the processes of each of the business areas can be very efficient. In sales, obviously, we call this process a pipeline. And from there, we can also identify within the pipelines where bottlenecks, inefficiencies, and opportunities for improvement are. The third point, optimize the flow of proposals. Taking into account that in the pipeline, and especially when we are working in sales, our supply has to do with opportunities and proposals, we need to create an uninterrupted workflow to be able to give this value, which is what our customers are looking for. Minimizing interruptions, delays, bottlenecks, and above all, everything that does not generate value to our customers, especially when we are building a relationship where the solutions have to adapt to the requirements of our customers. Fourth point, the client is the one who demands the solution. This is called in the Lean world pull. What does it mean? Pull strategies that are based on identifying what the client demands and not what we want to sell. This is obviously a very different way of working, especially now that we have digital marketing tools to be able to position ourselves. And the new sellers no longer have to be doing so much cold prospecting. Without a doubt, pull strategies help us avoid overproduction and also reduce the waiting for the delivery of proposals to our customers. And finally, continuous improvement. Continuous improvement is basically the summary of what Lean methodology is known as Kaizen. It drives teams and areas to participate continuously in the identification of problems, also the creation of solutions, and that changes can be exponential and incremental to be able to provide better quality and efficiency. But we have to take something into account. It is not only to be efficient, but especially to also include this continuous improvement in the relationship with our clients. What are the moves in the online waste? Well, one of the fundamental parts of this methodology is to understand what a waste is in any activity that does not add value. And in the sales process, I think we have very clear examples about excess documentation, bureaucratic procedures, or waiting times that do not benefit our clients at all. By reducing this waste, then we can not only win market share, but above all, be able to identify how to avoid churn in any of our relationships with our clients. In any case, not all waste can be eliminated. Some are even unnecessary to ensure quality. There are 2 types of waste. The necessary, which does not necessarily add value, but is necessary to maintain quality. And the unnecessary, which does not add value and can be eliminated immediately as expected. Within these 3 particularities that exist in Lean on Waste, we can also find that we can identify it in 8 types of waste in the processes. As we are seeing on the left slide, there are 7 types of waste in Lean, although in some other references there are 8. But here we can identify how the excess of inventories, overproduction, transport, movements, waiting times, defects, and having processes that do not serve can be part of the things that we identify as waste. If we make this analogy to the marketing and sales part, we can also be identifying it as, for example, unattended leads, worthless meetings, wrong cost analysis of clients, inflated or overselling proposals, inadequate management of clients, very slow sales processes, activities in the sales team that make no sense, and above all, a very important one, that the date of our clients is incorrect. Now we are going to do an exercise. Look at your dashboard and make concrete examples of your day-to-day sales, and please write at least 3 changes about your own sales process so that you can identify where you can improve. With this, we finish lesson 6. See you in the next lesson.